So the reality is that you are asking the Europeans, and of course including Italy, to speak out for the Iranian people, as they did, for instance, for Solidarność in Poland and for the Mandela movement in South Africa. This is what you're asking the Europeans to do?
It is part of the tradition and history of Western democracies, that they recognized how important it was for them to stand in solidarity and tacitly support movements that led to the liberation of those nations from unwanted systems. South Africa is a good example, as you pointed. Same thing with La Falesa and Solidarity, Václav Havel and others. In this case, right now, President Zelensky and Ukraine and everything like that. Iran should not be different. If it applied to those cases, a successful transition, I think that could apply to Iran as well. And I don't think we'll find any nation more ready to benefit from that change and in fact ask for that change. And that's why I think there can be a very good strategic partnership with the free world to help our liberation process and help us overcome this regime. In some cases, when we have seen intervention of a military kind, let's not go far. I think Italians are well aware of what happened during the Second World War and what was necessary to help the partisans and what put an end to fascism here, put an end to Hitler and the Third Reich when France was liberated as a result of the débarquement, which was an element of liberation. We look at our liberation not too dissimilar from those interventions. Although it's not a classic war in the sense that the Second World War was, but it is a different kind of war. And the first war is the one that the regime is conducting against its own people. What prompted external intervention was the regime's war against its own people. I'd like to make sure that your readers understand that aspect. That this is not America all of a sudden deciding, oh, I feel like attacking Iran today. Or for that matter, for Israel to do what they must do to preserve their sense of existential threat. But this was something that years before we come to this, I had warned the world. You can go and read back my interviews of the last 2 decades. Many times I warned the world, the way this is panning out, we are going to an inevitable scenario of conflict. Nobody wants to have war. I, for one, never wanted this to escalate, but it did. Why? Because for 4 decades, the driving foreign policy of many governments, particularly Europe, was appeasement, dialogue, containment, thinking that the regime would change its behavior.